Welcome back to Real Recaps. Today I will show you a 2019 horror, fantasy, and drama film called Down. Warning: spoilers. Take care and be alert. Jennifer was the last person in the office when it closed on Friday evening. She's about to board a flight to New York to spend the long weekend with her ex-fiancé to celebrate Valentine's Day, so she sends him an email. To avoid being late, she leaves her office with a bag of sweets. Guy also prepares to leave the office at the same time. Both end up in the elevator waiting at the same moment. He joins Jennifer on the 42nd floor. Jennifer is on the 49th. He immediately begins joking and talking to her. She responds, but does not seem to be interested in a discussion. The guy shows her a wall etching when the elevator stops suddenly. The guy tries to open the door, but that doesn't work either. He tries to open the door, but that also doesn't help. Even though they try to wave at the camera, no response is received. The fact that they're 4 floors underground makes it even worse. Jennifer is worried about missing her flight and wonders where she can find the security of the building. They try to call for help 15 minutes later and knock on the door, but nobody can hear them. Guy thinks there may be an escape hatch, so she climbs awkwardly onto his shoulders. They check the ceiling of the elevator. He put her down because she hurt her hand by banging it. Jennifer realized that her flight was going to be delayed, and now, even after Guy's jokes, Jennifer cursed everyone and everything. The two finally met and carried on the jokes that Guy started as soon as he entered the elevator. Guy suggests Jennifer open his wine bottle instead since she doesn't even have water in her thermos. They both laugh when they realize the bottle openers that are in their bags. She accepts his water, even though they don't have bottle openers. The water is a small consolation for the fact that there was no food. Jennifer offers Guy some candy. They should keep their food for Tuesday, she says. Jennifer is forced to urinate 4 hours later and tries desperately to keep it from coming out because she feels embarrassed in front of Guy. Guy tells her she can relieve herself in her own thermos if she wants. She made him cover his ears and close his eyes. Guy begins singing, and finally, she pees. She then adds to her drawing on the wall of the elevator. They play a fun game later and start talking more about personal matters. Guy says that no one will be searching for him because he is too focused on his work. Jennifer confirms that she is the same. She says that she was going to New York to surprise someone and that her boyfriend probably did not want her there. He decides that now is the time to open up the bottle of wine and give it to her. The drinkers are still alive. They keep themselves occupied much later by drawing and growing closer. Guy admits that he had seen her earlier at the building. He didn't tell her because he did not want to make her uncomfortable. He thought that she'd be upset, but she actually laughed. The two finish drawing and then show each other their work. His portrait is humorous, while hers is serious. Jennifer takes a picture of the drawing and apologizes, telling her she will use it as her profile photo if both survive. They then talk about food, and as they are both hungry, Guy is asked to switch the topic. She asks him about his dirtiest places to make love. He replies with a list of different topics. She shares first her own story because the guy is a bit shy. Jennifer shares a story with him about her college ex-boyfriend and how they shared a bed in the library. Guy still does not want to share his story because he believes it isn't interesting. Jennifer instructs Guy to invent a story. Guy shares a story of a girl who wanted to join him at a picnic. He claims that she started to dress while he was driving. The guy is uncomfortable and weird again. He tells Jennifer that Jennifer aroused him and forced him to stop. She says it is cool, even though he apologizes for crossing a line. The guy kisses and awkwardly undresses the woman. In the elevator, they make out. Guy says that she could be in love with him, but then gets her away. Jennifer tells her boyfriend that she would like to see him again. She wanted to surprise him in New York to make things better. She thinks, unlike Guy, that they shouldn't be serious about their meeting, even if it was fun. Her relationship with her ex-boyfriend is genuine. Jennifer tells him how she really feels about her ex and the relationship they had. Guy believes that the two are related and that her ex didn't deserve Jennifer. Guy tells her that they will go back to separate lives when they leave the elevator. She is furious because it's obvious she still loves him. Guy insists that the two were meant to meet and begins to weep because, even though they are locked together in a small box, he still feels like he's being alienated. Jennifer feels as if something has changed in the guy. The guy starts to reveal the truth. He also lied about her name and where he was employed. He tells Jennifer that not only did he notice her, but that she was there every day. The man pulls out his smartphone and displays the photos of Jennifer he's taken, including the dates and times. He has video footage of Jennifer getting in the elevator on that particular night. Jennifer is scared. He tells Jennifer that he is the security guard for her building and becomes angry after he says that nobody ever pays attention to people like him. He was working at the front counter, but she didn't recognize him. He believes he is more familiar with her than her former boyfriend and claims to have planned the entire night. He takes out the key to unlock it. Jennifer is shocked by what the man did and tells him that she will call the police and he will rot in prison. He does not like this, so he grabs Jennifer and the two begin to fight. Jennifer broke the elevator key by flailing her legs. She continues to beat him with her shoe. Jennifer fears that she has killed him, so she goes to him in order to confirm. He then jumps and knocks Jennifer down. Both remain asleep in the lift. Jennifer awakens after a few minutes to discover the man already conscious. Jennifer asks why he did this. He says he did it to be with her and connect humanly. He claims that the two had a whole relationship in the elevator on a weekend. Jennifer believes that the guy won't get away with this because somebody will come and get them out. She finds out, however, that he has already taken up all of the guard shifts that weekend. The other two will not be arriving until Tuesday after the weekend is extended. Jennifer asks him what will happen, and he replies that he prefers to kill her rather than return to prison. Jennifer informs him that she was kidnapped. He claims that he did not force her. This sends him on a spiral of rage. He calms himself down and opens the gift Jennifer bought for her former fiancé. In the bag, he finds a shirt as well as a small box. He puts on the shirt and asks Jennifer to take out the remainder of the gift. Jennifer opens up the box and reveals cigars with all the tools needed, such as the lighter, cigar scissors, etc. Illuminating a cigar, he taunts Jennifer even more by saying she could have gotten her former lover back if only she had received all those nice gifts. He wishes her a happy Valentine's Day with a snort of irony. Later, the man apologizes for frightening Jennifer and asks if she can forgive him. The guy asks her for another opportunity and says that she does not have to respond right away. She can think it over. In the elevator, a man comments that people on the video in the ad look like they are having a good time together. He promises Jennifer that one day he will take her to the destination in the advertisement. The neon light that doesn't work in the elevator bothers him, so he smashes it using Jennifer's thermos. He realizes the bulbs in the ceiling panel must be replaced at some point. He believes that by removing the panel, he will be able to exit the elevator. Jennifer is standing next to him as he opens it with the thermos. He tells Jennifer that he'll be back to pick her up. Jennifer, however, thinks that it's easier for him to give her a little boost since she isn't strong enough. He doesn't think she will want to return for him and is afraid she might call the police. Jennifer tells her everything he needs to know and convinces the man to boost Jennifer. She climbs onto his shoulders, and they pull themselves out of the lift. He tells her the location of the ladder and door, happy to have escaped. Jennifer gives him the middle finger, making him angry. He finds an escape route from the elevator as she ascends the ladder. He binds together 2 items of clothing and hurls them onto the beam. He starts to climb up as Jennifer moves towards the front door. He says she should run because she is about to die. Jennifer is close to the elevator door as he follows her. He grabs Jennifer and throws them both back into the elevator. She opens the front door, screams, and pleads for assistance. Both of them fall to the floor. Jennifer is the first to wake up and notices that there are fire sprinklers. She then devises a plan for getting out. When she fails to light a smoke, she lights a fire. She punches the man, breaking his nose. Jennifer manages to restrain him using a piece of clothing. He assures her the alarm will not go off, and that instead they will be electrocuted or soaked. Jennifer threatens him with serious injury and forces him to confess everything he has done. She uses her own camera to explain what she saw and heard. Jennifer asks him for his name when she turns on the camera. John Deacons is his name. John admits to having deliberately trapped them in the elevator. The drawing was even inscribed on the wall. He used the key that Friday to shut down the elevator when she was not looking. Jennifer forces him to admit that he trapped her in the lift. John confesses to kidnapping and trapping her. He confesses everything he has done to her to the camera, including hitting her on the floor and throwing her up against the wall. Jennifer questions John, and he replies that he wants to go on a date. She would not have accepted him if he asked her normally. John reveals to her his past life before becoming a security guard. John was an accountant for a large firm who was also a hotshot. John tells her the truth about what happened to the girl who was in the car, though it's not the way he had implied. The driver missed an exit and ended up driving straight into the ravine. It flipped over 7 times before it came to a halt by a large tree. She died instantly. John was only jailed for 6 months because he could keep himself from being arrested. After he was released, the only work he could find was that of a security officer. He wanted to feel like himself for a while after a few weeks. Jennifer doesn't know why he picked her. He claims that he chose her because she is great. On Monday, they are still stuck. Eddie, one of the security guards at the building, takes his girlfriend up to see the roof. He looks around for John, and when he can't locate him, he then checks the monitors. Eddie wakes up John and Jennifer when he sees them stuck in an elevator. Jennifer begs for him to help them. While his girlfriend is asleep, he tells Jennifer that he will come and take them out. Eddie pulls open the elevator doors with a crowbar. He tells Jennifer that she must first open all the doors before he can leave. John suddenly knocks Jennifer out. Eddie tells John that he is there, and John receives his keys. Eddie tells John that the elevator isn't working, and John says it doesn't work. When John cuts him into 2 when he turns the elevator on, Eddie gets trapped in it. He knocks Jennifer again, and then puts her into his trunk. John returns to the building and disposes of Eddie's clothes and body. He puts his uniform on and slides a cigar in his pocket. John deletes the video footage from the surveillance cameras when he gets to the reception desk. John also kills Eddie's girlfriend and drops her into the shaft. John drives Jennifer away to an isolated location. To prepare, he pours gas into the dumpster. John says to Jennifer before he opens his trunk, "I still love you and I'm sorry we couldn't get together." Jennifer hits John over the head and pretends to be dead when he goes over to the dumpster. She then gets into the car and begins driving. She stops at one point when she sees the cigar lit in the tray. Jennifer begins to back up her car, and she rams John, who is terrified. She sees him in the trash can. Jennifer lights the cigar again and leaves. She then flicks off the lit bud in the trash can, which burns John to death.